Hi guys, and welcome to your daily tarot reading for Saturday the 17th of October 2020. Thanks for joining me. I'm using the Radiant Rider-Waite deck again for today's reading. Let's see what these cards want you to be aware of and what energy you'll be working with on Saturday. So let's have a look. First card, we've got the Ten of Swords in reverse, the Queen of Wands, and the Ten of Pentacles. Amazing. Okay, so the Ten of Swords is rock bottom and it's the worst, okay? And the Ten of Pentacles is the best. It's really the opposite of rock bottom. So it's sandy ups, I guess. The Ten of Swords is about negative thinking. Each sword is a symbol for ideas, communication, ways of thinking, perceiving the world. It's interactions with other people, it's faulty belief systems, it's problematic things in your life, it's betrayal, it's heartbreak, it's everything that can happen, and then anything that can happen that's kind of negative between you and another person or another place or thing. But also the negative is compounded because you accept it to be true and you kind of turn it on yourself, and it just feels so much bigger than it actually is. So we've got an accumulation here of swords. It's not just one sword sticking in his back, it's 10. So this is someone who hasn't been doing the work, in the sense that there's been no self-care. There's just been a belief that the self is worthless and not good enough. And in terms of self-esteem and kind of positive self-talk, in my experience, it's something you kind of have to work on. And the longer you leave things, so let's say this person has never kind of dealt with childhood trauma or difficulties from the past that have caused pain and that have caused negative behaviors in the now. And rather than checking in with a therapist or doing EMDR or yoga or meditating, it's, I don't care, I'm going to ignore all these negative feelings, I'm just going to devote myself to, let's say, work, or I'm going to throw myself into relationships or helping other people so I don't ever have to look at myself. And if you don't ever look at yourself, then this is how it's going to end up, because it just piles on and on and on. And rather than doing tweaks here and there and getting individual swords removed as you go along, they just all pile on, and it gets to a point where I can't. And it's super problematic and you're stuck. So that's in reverse. So each one of these swords is being pulled out. You really have the opportunity to detox yourself, okay? To clear out the negative, to pull out the heartbreak, to pull out the betrayal, to pull out this negative self-talk. And by doing that, you're able to rediscover your inner Queen of Wands, who is a woman at the pinnacle of her success. She's powerful, she's creative, she's happy. She wants to be happy in life. She realizes that she's responsible for her own happiness and that she's able to really create her happiness. She has confidence. She knows who she is. She looks at the positives in life. And I think that's where the strength comes in. In a world and in circumstances that are less than perfect, she's able to focus on the good stuff and she's not distracted all the time. So it's like going to inviting someone to your art studio and you're working and you want someone to see how much progress you've made, and the person comes over and says, oh, what a load of rubbish, and just kind of poo-poos your entire creative process. And you say, well, that's not exactly the answer I wanted. Thanks for sharing. Okay. Not letting that kind of thing ruin your day. And once that person is left, for example, going back to the art and saying, it does not matter what another person thinks. And even though maybe that was said by another person to ruin my day deliberately, or it was their honest, genuine opinion, it's none of my business. This black cat is a symbol of protection, security. It's like her bodyguard. And all these negative things are absorbed by the black cat. And therefore, she's able to continue to be creative, because let's say that person visiting the art studio, for example, is one sword. Today, she's able to immediately pull that out and to dismiss it, to say, oh, okay, well, you don't like what I've been working on. That's your opinion, and it really has zero to do with me or the art. And that takes a bit of skill. I mean, most of us are sensitive. Most of us want approval from other people. Most of us want to kind of conform and add value. And anything negative that takes away from your joy is really easy to get rid of. So do as much work as you can. It's like, how free do you want to be? Because you can really get rid of all 10 swords here. You can get rid of childhood trauma. You can get rid of negative things in the now. You can get rid of things that have been plaguing you for ages and that you haven't been able to deal with. And the Queen of Wands, just the way this card is the antithesis to this card, the Queen of Wands is also the antithesis to this card. Because rock bottom and being face down and powerless, the Queen is paramount in her career. She's strong. She's free to do whatever she wants. And the universe revolves around her because she creates this wonderful universe. So let go of the negative. Allow it to kind of wash away. Embrace your creativity, your powers, your strength, and your joy and passion for life. We've got the, she's holding a giant wand there. And wands in the tarot is the element of fire. It's about masculinity, strength, creativity, and living your life purpose. So her purpose is to be creative and to spread joy. That leads to the 10 of Pentacles. And the 10 of Pentacles, you can see an older man there. He's petting his dogs. Then his son or his daughter or his grandchildren are there together. And they've got great-grandchildren. And it's a whole generational thing. So he's wearing this amazing cloak. You know, you're not going to believe this, but until today, I didn't realize this was a cloak. I always thought it was something decorative here with the wall. He's covered in mystical symbols, red and green. He's doing something that's true to his nature. We've got these grapes. It creates abundance and prosperity for him. The pentacles represent spirit over planet Earth. And because he's using his willpower correctly, creatively today, he's able to overcome his circumstances on planet Earth and to create real riches. We've got the Kabbalistic tree of life here. It's all perfectly balanced because this older man has really, again, realized that the power is within you. And the power is within him. And the power is within her. And the power is within him. And today you're able to recapture that. By using your power, we've got a doorway then. You're able to create major stability that leads to bigger and better things in future. We've got this doorway leading into a whole town. We've got the symbol of the city here. So it really looks like he's influential. And you're really able to create the kind of security and stability for yourself that gives you standing and approval from other people and respect. And ironically, you get the respect not by thinking, oh, what does she like? She likes chicken cordon bleu. Let me make some for her to make her happy. He doesn't think like that. He thinks along the lines of what makes me happy? What feels positive and empowering? How can I do that consistently to bring myself joy? And that's how he creates this whole world. Then he meets someone, then he has children, then he brings them up. He enjoys grandkids and company and the future. He is only able to create all of that because he's true to himself. He's not people-pleasing. He's not codependent. So today, the most charitable thing you can do is to be true to yourself, because that's where the riches and the abundance and the prosperity comes in for you and for other people, and how you're able to leave the past behind once and for all. Number-wise, we've got 10, and the court card is 1. And another 10 is 21. 2 and 1 is 3, and 3 in numerology is about new beginnings and communication. So talk to yourself, have a word with yourself, and say, what brings me joy, and how can I have this amazing outlet for myself? How can I create beauty in the world that's going to serve me and other people? That question, the answer you get to that question intuitively or spiritually, or another person brings you an answer. So in the morning, if you pray about it and you say, dear universe, please bring me happiness, or universe, how can I be happy and satisfied in life? Bring me contentment. I want to be connected and joyous, and I want to live my life in the best way possible. Then you'll receive messages that help you to take practical action. Because remember the one pointed stars at the top. So the answer can be via other people and things and places, but it's really likely that it comes from within, because it's the solar plexus chakra here, this sunflower. It's at the center of your being. He's in control, she's in control, and he's in control. So you're in charge. Make it beautiful. Make it amazing, and have an amazing, wonderful day. If you'd like a personal reading with me, please get in touch via my website. It's gregoryscott.com. Click on the button on the front page to order your reading with me. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, hit subscribe, and share the video online. Have an amazing Saturday and enjoy your weekend. And I'll speak to you tomorrow.